3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Sunday interview, ladies and gentlemen. With my man, Rafael. Will you stop looking like that? Rafael, stop. Oh, all right.
Are we back yet?
Introduction?
I don't know what we're introducing. You never told me, remember?
I know. I told you it was going to be a surprise. This was the guy you were supposed to be interviewed by, and you and Stingray canceled on me. Stingray, by the way, Stingray had a date that night.
Aren't tornadoes like ripping up Alabama as we speak?
Yes.
You don't seem too worried with your high blood pressure and your Sunday best shirt.
You got your church clothes on today? It's because you got it on that delicate wash.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2. Rafael, will you shut the and get through this? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunday interview. Now, a couple months ago, I was actually interviewed by this guy, and we had a great time. And if you watch the interview, they edited it to the point where they made me look like I talk way too much. The host of Dragging the Line podcast, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Jesse Sanchez. Jesse, how you doing today?
Doing good, guys. Thank you for having me on the show, fellas. Actually, yes. You do talk a lot. You do talk a lot, so I had to be nice as a host. I didn't want to be rude when you were talking.
So where exactly are you, Sanchez?
And I'm in Texas.
Rafael, can I introduce you first before you start talking?
Please, this never happens on The View.
And my lovable and adorable and sober cousin, Rafael Lozada. Rafael, how's Harlem?
It's doing all right. It isn't burning anymore.
Oh, that's great. Anyway, Rafael, go on with your questions to Jesse.
I was wondering where Jesse's from and if he can tell us a little bit about his podcast.
Yeah, man, I'm from Austin, Texas, born and raised. But
really?
I went to A&M, so I'm not a Longhorn. So I know you guys are Bama fans, so we got me and your cousin got barbecue bet, right?
That's it, a barbecue bet.
Barbecue bet.
What's the barbecue bet?
Y'all got Bama, I got A&M.
I'd like to exclude myself from this, the Biggest Loser competition you guys got going on. I could hear less about Texas or Alabama. I'm from New York. And then
Jesse,
New York Knicks are taking over the East, is what I'm saying.
Jesse, so what you're failing to realize is Rafael's a New York Jets fan, so he knows about winning.
Is that a team?
Oh, Jesse. So what's your podcast about?
So the podcast is pretty much about everything, man. The majority is, the goal is me and a cousin just like you fellas. My cousin lives in South Carolina. And we did... and what we do is we bust each other's balls and talk about growing up. He's married and had his kids, and I live single life. And
my condolences. I didn't know.
Yeah, I tell him all the time. I'm like, you should have did it. You shouldn't have done it, man. But we interview different people from different type of industries. I've done people been locked up. I've talked to people who. Just one recently, he killed his best friend, was locked up for a while. So there's some crazy stories out there, man. And those are the type of people I get in just so we can get their their point of view and see what happened.
Interesting. So is it veered more like a true crime type of thing?
No, I've interviewed my mom. I mean, I've interviewed just several people. Like last week, we interviewed somebody who believes in ghosts and spirits. So I took a pass. I let my cousin take it, and that dude was from another world, man.
Now, why do you say it like that? That you don't that? Is that
because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in spirits or stuff like that. So I didn't want to be rude. We try to get everybody, so I excluded myself from that interview just so that.
Is it because you were scared?
Hell yeah, I was scared. I didn't want to be in the back, and he was like, "Hey man, you got an evil spirit or something back there." I'll freak out, man.
Yeah. Joseph, do you still believe in ghosts?
Depends. Define ghosts.
Good question. Jesse, you want to take that one?
It's just spirits in general, man. I mean, the afterlife.
I believe in spirits. I believe in the afterlife, but I don't. Be honest with you, I don't believe in anything I don't see. And be honest with you, if you say you have seen a ghost, I'm calling you a liar.
How dare you, Joseph?
Straight up. Psychics. I mean, name one person that's actually seen a ghost and show me a picture.
I will admit something to you guys that I've maybe Joey knows this with the whole family bloodline and stuff, but the truth is that I think there was a Montel Williams episode about me years ago about it, where I can speak to dead people, and I've done it since I was a little kid. The only real problem is that the dead people don't talk back. Now listen, I wish ghosts exist because it would just entertain me. You know what I mean? They would explain that weird sensation on my balls in the middle of the night that I know it wasn't me. You know what I mean? I could just blame it on the ghost.
Man, like if I saw a loved one or something, I'll freak out, dude. I wouldn't want to. Like if someone passed away that was close to me, I'm like, I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, I don't want to see them. Like I'll just freak out. It's just something about.
But is that coming from fear or is that coming from a panic?
I think it's from a fear. Like if I see something that's bad, I'm just gonna freak out, man, because I have no control. I can't see what's going on, or did I take was that Coke bad or something? Something. Did I take the wrong pill? But I couldn't. I wouldn't want to, man. And that's just.
They say if you go to your bathroom at night and turn off the lights and stare at the mirror and say Candyman 3 times, the ghost can't touch you. It's science. Dr. Fauci was talking about this the other day.
While I was on your show, you told me that this 9-1 team that almost got beat by Vanderbilt was going to take Alabama. Now, you still believe that?
Absolutely, because we didn't lose a lot of players, and it's just going to gain the momentum. Now, I know you're talking about the recruitment, and you guys are a powerhouse, but I just think that it's A&M time for the next two years.
I mean, y'all kind of struggled a lot of teams in the season. I mean, y'all really had a chance to go to the national championship, being part of the Final Four, and
I think we got screwed from that. I think Ohio State shouldn't have been in there. Come on, man. That's 6 games. I mean, we got the conference we were in. That speaks itself.
But y'all didn't.
But you guys
the last 2 games, y'all really didn't show anything. I mean, like the first half. I mean, we got 1 game. The first half, y'all were just like, y'all were supposed to go out there and make a statement, like, "Hey, we're Texas A&M." And by the way, you did get blowed out by the #1 team in the nation.
I think everybody got blown out, though. Everybody got blown out by 3 or more. Y'all did the mercy rule, man. I was like, damn. I mean, y'all killed it this whole season.
Yeah, we did. That's the Alabama way. Speaking of killing it, Rafael, are you gonna watch college football this year?
I don't believe so. I'm way too busy, Joseph. I have no time for college football or podcasts or video games or hot women. That's too busy.
You're too busy. What are you too busy doing?
With work. I gotta save the world. You think it's easy? I provide the blanket of freedom you sleep under, and you question how I provide it, Joseph? Are you wearing sandals and Hawaiian shirts yet?
Nah, man, I don't rock that way. You know, I'm still.
You're not driving a Prius or a Tesla yet?
Nah, I still wear my Jordans and all that. I keep it the way I grew up. I'm not gonna change from off that.
Good. So what's the scene like in Austin nowadays? You guys wearing masks and condoms like they are in New York City?
Yeah, 24/7. They don't play around. The governor lifted the rules, but every small company, every local business, just everywhere, they won't let you in if you don't got your mask on, which is good. But it's concerning for the football games because now it's full capacity. So to see them damn college kids, and we can drink in the stadiums. So think of drinking, and then that's just gonna be a hot mess, man.
So it's safe to assume you won't be rubbing your naked chest on another naked chest at the Texas A&M game?
I'm gonna skip that part for this season. You know, I'm gonna wait till next until they they get it hot and ready, and I'll probably do it again.
Cool. What's your take on Oprah's interview with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle?
He's stopping right there, Rafael.
You may have lost lots of sleep, Joseph. What I'm saying is, we were gonna
get serious,
Joseph,
Rafael.
like they're about to fire Sharon Osbourne on The View, because he's our Sharon Osbourne and our Ozzy Osbourne, with the drugs and the high blood pressure even.
Hey man, I mean he peed on the Alamo, so he's a G on my book. Ozzy did. He got kicked out of Texas for a while.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He thought it was an old building. So.
I forgot to tell you. You know, on the interview, you asked. I said I've been to Texas 2 times. I actually been to Texas 3 times. I went to San Antonio 1 time. So
what's in San Antonio?
So what now?
What's in San Antonio?
The Alamo, but I went to go get my adjuster license in 2012, and I went to San Antonio, Rafael.
You can't do that online anymore?
I went to San Antonio to get it, Rafael.
Are you still doing
you go
that?
To no,
Are you saying you went to San Antonio for nothing?
That's kind of. I mean, I'm getting the same thing. I mean, you know.
You know, the best thing about Bruce Jenner, never mind that he was a world-class Olympic champion, but when he became a woman, he also won Woman of the Year within 6 months of chopping off his nuts. You believe that?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. What was it? The Vanderbilt kicker who won Player of the Week that week? That was, and then the other running back had like 8 touchdowns or something. Well, we don't know, man. I think it's all marketing nowadays.
The cool thing about this interview, Rafael, I'm gonna have to edit a whole lot of this shit. As I already told you, we can't talk about COVID. We can't talk about Trump. We can't talk about anything like that because YouTube does not like that stuff. And because of you, I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing. You know YouTube standards.
Why would YouTube care about what you talk about? It's YouTube, for crying out loud.
Because we're doing this to make money, Rafael.
You let me worry about YouTube and the money. All right, I'm gonna cut you a check the second they send it, like the stimulus check.
Now I'm
gonna need your social security number so I can claim you as a dependent.
Jesse, I'm sitting here looking at your YouTube page. I'm really impressed with the type of people you interviewed. I mean, you interviewed boxers, you interviewed comedians, you interviewed me. I mean, that right there. I mean that was the highlight of your career.
And I just started,
all
bro.
These people.
That was last week. All those interviews were last week. Each and every single, except for the first 2, the TikTok boxers that want to fight each other.
Now, at all the podcast episodes you have done, which one was your favorite?
So there's two. There's one, John Epstein. That's the one that was locked up for 20 years, who was sentenced for 150 years for trafficking coke in Florida and Texas.
Allegedly.
I mean, it was bad. This was early 90s, so he got locked up in Louisiana. That's where he did the majority of his time. You know, like everyone else, he found God. And you know, I asked him that question, why everybody, of course. And that episode itself is probably something that made us grow, because we had 72,000 downloads just from that interview. Yeah, that was 3 months ago. And so it's kind of helped us, you know, to do other things as far as get more people involved. I don't understand the algorithm of everything, but you're right. That's why I kind of am now testing the YouTube.
Did you just say algorithm?
Algorithm. Algorithm.
Now it's funny because I mean you just started your YouTube page, and you definitely are getting a lot of views.
Yeah. Surprisingly, the rapper was the one that's popular right now, the Anna V girl from California, which was shocking.
Yeah.
I think she has a huge following. So my background's in business and to start businesses like LLCs and nonprofits. So I kind of mess around with things, jump around just to see what's testing, and to see that one go up is kind of weird. I still haven't found why, but I think she has a huge following. You know, I thought the comedian one was gonna be one.
Yeah, I thought the CTS one was gonna blow up, but unfortunately, that was probably your worst episode. Who does the editing? I was just wondering, because it was a lot of skipping around, and it was a lot of
yeah, man.
I was sitting there watching. I was sitting there watching, and then I was sitting there like, man, this talks a lot.
So everything's a learning curve, man. I do it on this program called DISCRETION, and I'm just editing of it. So again, that's the first time I do it. This is my first week. So last week I did 5 interviews and just try to, put them out there and just to test it and see if it's something that continue.
I loved it. I love the fact that it was like I'm talking, and then all of a sudden you look somewhere else laughing, like you're looking at somebody, and it's like, oh, yeah, this. And then come back and look at me. I was sitting there like.
Yeah, man, it's because I got a dual screen, so when I'm trying to read my notes, it looks like I'm looking this way. That's so now I got to drag everything here. Yeah, man, it's a learning curve, bro. My mom said the same thing. Like, what looking at? Like, I'm trying to read my notes over here, Mom.
Who would be your ideal interview? Like, if you could get to interview anybody in the world, who would it be?
Mike Tyson.
Probably Rafael and Stingray. That was probably the 2 people he wanted to interview.
That's what you got to save that for sweeps week.
Man, I was, I had booked 2 guys that were going to show up. I think there was supposed to be 3. And I was like, oh, man, they canceled on me. It was pretty bad, bro. I didn't know what to do. This was like last week. I was like, that was very professional. But at least they gave me the notice. I'll take that.
By notice, you mean a Facebook message?
No, they actually, they actually canceled the meeting. So I appreciate that. With no follow-up note, it just said canceled. And I was like,
wow.
Cool.
That son of a Joseph.
Wow.
Nah, man. But to answer your question, yeah, Mike Tyson would be the number 1 person for me that I would love to interview. Mm-hmm.
And that's so funny, because that's what, at the end of our interview, you did the whole quick answers. All right, real fast answer. And, I try to play along exactly the way. And it was the first question you asked, who you want to interview? And the first name that came out of my mouth was Hulk Hogan. And then I was thinking about it, Michael Jordan, Joe Namath,
Michelle Obama.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't want to interview Hulk Hogan. I mean, of course I would. I'm a big wrestling fan. It's just, it's so many other people that, but Hulk Hogan was the first one that came out of my head. It popped in my head, so that's what came out of my mouth.
I mean, I was more of an Ultimate Warrior fan, but I can't interview him, unfortunately.
I'd never forgave Ultimate Warrior for because of WrestleMania 6.
Wow.
I never forgave him. After that, you
Have-
beat
have you
Hogan. I don't like you no more. It's only Sting, Goldberg, and The Rock that I forgave.
Have you?
You know,
have you
nobody
seen
else I forgave.
Have you seen my impression of Ultimate Warrior?
Oh, this has got to be
Oh,
good.
we got to see that.
Are you gonna take off your headphones to do it? We can't see it.
Oh, y'all missed it. That's my impression.
Nobody saw it. We couldn't see
Oh, okay. And I don't think the camera picked it up.
The camera didn't pick it up. I just crossed.
I don't know.
It didn't pick it up like this. Nah, you can't. It didn't pick it up, man. It's not funny now.
Isn't that the Undertaker?
You dumb Rafael.
Rafael, you drunk,
The Ultimate
bro?
Warrior.
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's St.
All
Patrick's
right.
Day, right?
I'll take. All right.
The
Like,
Ultimate.
every blood-
I'll explain it to him. Rafael. The Ultimate Warrior passed away, so his impression of the Ultimate Warrior.
Cut the music.
He's playing a dead guy. Okay.
That's my favorite thing about wrestling was when somebody would say, "Cut the music."
Now, about 2 or 3 more questions. Jesse, out of all your interviews that you've been a part of, has this been one of the most disastrous?
No, and I'll tell you why. You know, I can relate. You guys, your story when I interviewed you. You know, you started at the same time 8 months ago. It's you and your cousin. So me and my cousin. So I can relate, and I know that bullshit is the way to go. And then it's authentic, so it's not structure. So it's kind of good when you could be yourself in shows. Where some people where I had to interview, I had to dress a little better than use my professional voice. So here, you guys let me be myself. I'm over here drinking, and I'm having a good time. You know, you guys, it's like just sitting here talking to guys at the bar. You know, just shoot.
What did you think of Joseph's poster of 2 grown men hugging each other in the background?
I'm gonna say they're related.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what it looks like from there. Is it was it 2 Oklahoma Sooners or was it Bama?
That is Alabama.
Oh, okay, I thought it was
Beating the
Oklahoma.
That Texas A&M. That's what that is.
Is it really?
I saw that. I ignored it the whole time.
I honestly didn't know or cared, but I just noticed it.
Speaking of porno, one of my favorites is chicks with dicks. Kind of like
Really?
that, or midgets, because they just make they make it look big, on the screen when you HD it. It's the best one.
That is definitely a Texas thing.
Nah,
that is a Texas thing. It's a Texas thing.
It can be. I can see that, but yeah, those are my favorite ones. Because it's like I'm looking at 2 girls at the same time. Nah, go ahead, man. I'm fucking with y'all. Go ahead.
Do you know any good Texas jokes?
No, not at all. Honestly, I don't.
Rafael, why don't you tell a Texas joke so when he flies to New York, he whoop your ass? Go ahead.
I only know one Texan
Go
joke.
ahead.
Like, how do you wave to a one-armed Texan up on a tree?
One-armed Texas up on a tree. Nah, got me on that one.
You wave at him. Forget it. Joseph, your editing skills are needed.
With that said, you know what? Since you put me on the spot, I am gonna put you on the spot. Real fast questions. You already gave me one, but this besides Mike Tyson, who would you like to interview? Real
Besides
fast.
Mike Tyson, first thing that comes to my
Tyson.
head, Oscar De La Hoya.
Michelle Obama.
Raphael, you're not playing.
Mm.
Raphael's like, I want to play too.
I want to play.
Raphael, show me again. Raphael, real fast, show me again what you're drinking.
The nectar of the gods.
JMO.
Okay. I hope you're not driving the train tonight.
Well, people got to get to where they
Okay.
got to go.
Nah, he's just riding.
All
it.
right.
It's St. Patty's Day. And if anybody's half Irish here, it's probably you, Joseph. I'm not gonna lie to you.
True. That's true. That's true.
You already got the rosy cheeks and the high blood pressure.
That's true. There
And
you
the
go.
overweight and the bad teeth.
I don't got bad teeth. Shut up. Shut up, Rafael. My teeth are straight.
Hey, do you guys go to the same guy to do your little goatees?
Nah, man, I got a patch. My shit don't grow.
Rafael, my shit is straight. I keep my shit trimmed. Don't even go there.
I just noticed that.
Can we finish this game so we can let Jesse go?
I'm sorry. It was you asked him the same question 3 different ways.
No, I only got one question out, and you ruined the game. I want you to just. Shh.
Does that mean I won?
Yes, you won.
I can live with that.
All right. Okay. So, I forgot who the hell. Who did you say?
Oscar De La Hoya.
Who would you interview?
Michelle Obama.
Oscar De La Hoya. Oh, that reminds me. Phoenix Trinidad. Oscar De La Hoya. You're not one of those people that believe that Oscar De La Hoya really won that fight, are you?
Absolutely, he won that fight. He did.
Against Trinidad?
He did not.
Against Trinidad, absolutely.
Phoenix Trinidad beat that ass.
No. Are you gonna say because he was running away, he was jabbing and moving?
Yes.
That's what Floyd Mayweather. That's what Floyd Mayweather does. It's part
first
of
off, Floyd Mayweather also throws a jab every once in a while when he's running away.
I give it to you, but I still. I mean, he won the fight. That
was the greatest fight. That was the greatest fight. I love nothing better than watching Oscar De La Hoya lose that fight.
To Trinidad?
He's getting on my damn nerves. Yes.
Nah, I think he got robbed, man. But that's
Nah. I scored that fight and won money.
You scored that one wrong because that's not boxing.
Hey, Jesse, let me ask you this: top 5 boxers dead or alive? Go.
I'm gonna do right now. Who's alive? I'm gonna go with right now.
Is it because you're afraid of ghosts?
Nah. Yeah, I'm afraid of ghosts. That's right. When they die.
So, yeah, you don't want a dead boxer showing up.
It was gonna be.
Whoa! Time out! Whoa! Hang on, because we gotta wrap this up. Hold on. So let's do it. Okay, Rafael, I asked my question. We're gonna do it real fast. We're gonna ask him 5 questions real fast, top of his head. Okay. So he said Oscar De La Hoya. Now go. Top 5 boxers alive right now. Go. Top of
no particular order. I'm gonna say it's Mayweather. I'm gonna use Chavez. I would say Arturo Gatti.
What?
Was the pride? I'm not saying just because of what they've done for the sport.
Arturo Gotti's dead.
I know he's dead, but just the pride.
Alive.
He was alive. Right now, damn, I don't like Canelo, bro. But I'm gonna use
the Canelo?
Nah, I don't like Canelo.
Rafael, let him answer the questions.
Benavidez, Lopez, and I like Tyson Fury. I like his marketing. I think he's actually gonna beat Joshua.
Really?
Absolutely.
The hottest Latina right now.
J-Lo. Always gonna be. I wish I was Alex Rodriguez. Fuck. I married that bitch if she was 80. I don't care.
Really?
I'll drink her bathwater, bro.
Favorite barbecue spot in Texas?
Barbecue spot?
In Texas.
Salt Lick.
Favorite Texas A&M player of all time?
Ooh, of all time?
Gotta be fast here.
Give him the Jeopardy countdown.
Can I just say my favorite? Yeah. I don't know. All time is hard to say, because it's a tough one. I mean, I like Dat Nguyen. I think he did good for 4 years. I can't say Johnny Manziel because he was only there for 2, but he won the Heisman. But I don't think he was the best player. I'm gonna have to go with probably Dat Nguyen from the 80s to when I grew up. I would say Dat Nguyen is probably somebody I would consider the greatest.
Last question. How bad is Alabama going to beat Texas A&M? Well, how many points? I say about 30.
I don't think that's going to happen. I really do. I mean, I I'm a realist. I think this is our year. I truly believe that. And we play this back and rewind it, because we're gonna. It's our year, man. It's our year.
So let me ask you this, just to rewind the bet that you two guys made. What are the stakes? I know Bobby was mentioned, but
Joseph was kind of, he's confident. I bet Texas barbecue, because he did admit that Texas has the best barbecue hands down nationwide, and I mean it's true. From Alabama, damn man.
You don't want to. I mean,
I think if you lose, you
where
gotta.
I live.
Go ahead.
Where I live, there's some pretty decent barbecue, but I'm telling you, when you go North Alabama, everywhere on North Alabama, and for some reason it's just North Alabama. There's no other part of Alabama. It's just North Alabama, Huntsville, Florence, Fort Payne, Decatur. Everything is mayonnaise-based barbecue sauce. I don't understand it, and I don't get it, but people up there love it. I don't even like mayonnaise, nor do I want to put it on my pork.
The thing is here, if you got to put if you got to put sauce on your barbecue, then it ain't good, bro.
Well,
brisket,
true.
You got to get the burnt ends.
Yeah, true, but still, even if you have a good rub and good seasoning and everything, all that good stuff, you still need some sauce. You still need a little bit of sauce.
Nah, man, salt
now
and pepper.
in my hometown, that was the biggest problem. After I traveled the country, and I tasted different types of barbecue. When I went back home to my hometown, I realized they never use seasoning. They never use rub, and I kind of it's not till last time I went home, I found like 2 new barbecue spots, and they know how to do barbecue. They must be from out of town, but the original spots, not really good barbecue. They're moving up a little bit.
How's it out there in the East Coast? How's the barbecue in the East Coast?
It's horrible. It's shitty. It's the East Coast. We don't bother with that. But what I'm saying is, how does the loser supposed to pay out the barbecue bet?
Oh, I'm gonna ship it. I'm gonna ship it to his house.
Oh, really? You're gonna ship him a barbecue?
So you already know you're gonna lose, right? You already got it. You already prepared for it and everything.
He's already got the
good job.
sticker already printed out.
If I lose, I'm a fair sport. I pay my due. Sanchez always pays his due, like Game of Thrones, bro. The word is bond in Texas, and I think in the South in general, word is bond. You don't go back on your word.
Do you carry a gun with you everywhere you go?
I'm anti-gun, but recently I feel like I need one. But a lot of people in Texas definitely have guns. I mean, I got friends that just they be going to like Las Vegas Expo Center for the fucking guns. So it's big in Texas.
Rafael, you live in Harlem. Do you carry a gun anywhere you go? Because everybody else does.
I do.
You do?
I carry a gun. There have been many a times I've almost shot my neighbors.
I heard the gun law. I heard the gun laws is crazy out there, man. I heard
they're the worst in the nation. Like, I wish we had it as good as Texas. Why are you anti-gun? Do you hate America?
Nah, man, not at all. The reason why I'm not anti-gun is just because I feel like with all the shit that's going down in the world, people killing people, I think that you don't need a gun. I've talked to friends who truly believe that stupid people have stupid guns, but I think that my version of anti-guns, if you don't have it, at least do a stronger test or renew the license every year so that maybe there'll be less crazy people going out there shooting kids or whatever. That's why. It's just more.
Rafael, are you gonna ask him about the wall too? Damn.
The wall? What? Shit, my fucking grandpa and uncle built that shit, so we good.
Golly, Rafael, you make this interview so uncomfortable.
That was the greatest question. That was the greatest question of the night. And that was an honest answer.
This is supposed to be a fun-loving interview, and you're over here talking politics and religion. And
hey man, I done finished the bottle. My bottle's gone.
With that said, Rafael, do you got anything you want to plug?
No, but I'm glad I met Jesse. I wish you nothing but the best with your podcast. I'm sure you'll be very, successful at what you do. And good luck, man. Cheers. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Jesse, go ahead. Real fast. Do you got anything that you want to plug? Tell everybody where we can listen to Dragging the Line podcast.
So if you go on One More Sanchez spelled out, just One More Sanchez, everything on our social medias, you'll be able to do the Dragging the Line podcast. You'll see interviews. You'll see everything there. But, this was fun, and I'll let you know. I mean, don't change what you guys are doing because it's working. Family's better than friends, and I enjoyed it. I know you may think that this didn't go well, but I mean, if it was my cousin on the other end, which I wanted him to come, I know that it would have been good busting balls.
Do what?
Not come, not come.
You wanted him to come. You wanted him to. I hear you,
shit,
man.
I probably think he got the blue pill by then, but I wanted him to join the conversation.
Oh, okay.
But
man,
I enjoyed you guys.
Call him up.
Are you trying to say that two cousins who started a YouTube page together should do half the work, like should do the same amount of work to make this successful?
He never said that. He never said that.
I never said that, but what I think is that your guys' success is going to be family. I've checked out a lot of you guys' interviews, and when I interviewed you, Joseph, the realness came out, man. You made me realize that you kind of motivated me that family's more than friends, and so whenever you feel down or whenever you feel like, man, I fucking hate my fucking cousin, you can't because it's family. Like I got my fucking mom. I got my mom and aunt, but I mean, he never said that. But when you talk shit, it's out of love. It's not like genuine. Yeah. You don't do shit, and so this is what makes it real. I mean, I enjoyed this podcast. I don't think I'm ever gonna find somebody with two guys busting balls that are family, and hopefully I can get both of you guys on my show in the future. Go
now, let me tell you, since you said I was talking a lot of shit. I was mad at Stingray and Rafael for canceling. But let me tell you something.
Which I edit.
Yeah, you did edit a lot of it. I went to New York and I was one thing, I was sick and my illness just started and I didn't know exactly what was going on with me. And the second thing,
was that because you were transitioning?
Yeah, I was transitioning.
Okay.
His dick was growing,
and
it was getting horns.
Yeah. So another thing, my mom got sick during this trip, and we didn't know my mom was.
Now you gonna bust us this interview?
If you let me finish this shit. So not only did I get in trouble with the hotel because I didn't have enough money for the deposit, which I didn't know anything about. Second thing, I didn't think I was going to stay the whole trip. The whole time I was there, Rafael took care of me. And for that, I'll always be indebted to Rafael. So with that said, I just wanted Rafael to know that, I may talk a lot of shit, but I'm always indebted to him. He's always taking care of me, and I appreciate him. With that said, Jesse, I appreciate you coming on. Stay on the line. Everybody else, see you next Sunday.
Salute.